Okay. Give it a check. Oh, wait. One more time. Okay, I think it's alright. Been a while since we've been here. Anyways, we are here with The Sims 3 because just because it's 2026 means nothing. If the game works and it keeps my attention, I'm gonna play it. Well, work on an extreme level. We all know The Sims has been buggy its entire existence. Okay, so it's kind of one of those things where it's like, if it's playable and you've been playing it a long time, you're probably going to hang on, even though you tell yourself it's stupid. But it's not stupid because it's a good game. Just its bugs are really nasty and offensive, and honestly, we should swear at them more. Yeah. Anyways, we're here with Roaring Heights, which I feel like even when it was newer, I didn't really see much of. It's a store world. Um, and this is mostly based on like kind of the 20s living a bit. I think it was what it was considered. But of course, you can kind of do whatever you want. Obviously, it's just I noticed there's always a trend. People are always so desperate to fit their Sims exactly into the world, but you don't have to. Not in the least bit. Although it's fun to try for some of these specific areas. I'm trying to find. Oh, the caps are here. I don't know why that amuses me. Now, if you're a younger person and you haven't seen it yet, uh, the caps, or the Capulet, I think is how you say it. So, from Romeo and Juliet, Juliet's family. And I guess they could have been considered a crime family. I was looking for a specific house, but now I'm not quite sure if I remember where it is. I just wanted to go through because it amused me. But we'll probably just make our own family. But as you can see from these little pictures here, they are a. Oh, it's Consort and Contessa. They are a well dressed people here. Oh, here it is. I didn't realize they went by Davis. Is that historically accurate? I don't know. This is Bonnie and Clyde, so yeah, that's about the 20s. Or is it the 30s? I don't know. Look, most people wouldn't even know them, but a lot of people used to talk about them, especially if, you were in school and you were doing some history. Um, I always like the old worlds when they have these random little characters. Okay, so they did have a different last name in real life. Barrow, I think is how you say that. But were they were gangsters, a couple of criminals, and they were pretty popular. Their story was fun, I guess. Anyways, where did I just find them? Right there. Maybe we want to be friends with them. I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and create somebody. I don't normally create my Sims on camera because it can kind of take me a while. I feel like I tried to before, but since I can't remember, I really
Gazork.
cannot say. But it's fine. Um, I could unnecessarily have a fairy. Sure, why not?
Oh.
Goodness, that is loud. Apologies. I thought I had this. I've turned down enough. Okay. Let's call her Magnolia. And this will be The Vespa family? I guess. I don't know. Give her some muscle definition. I don't want her to be too skinny. But I mean, kinda. For that time period. Hmm. Maybe I should just give her some brown ones. Brown-ish. Yeah, kinda. The wings, of course, are significantly better in The Sims 4, but these are still quite pretty. Actually, before we mess with her hair, we're gonna mess with her face. Give her a different base. Okay, how do we want you to look? Shrink her head. Huh. So, height? Yeah. Just bring it down a bit. Make her chin a bit smaller. I think that's okay. As for her eyes. They could be more purple. Make them a little smaller, I think. Not that much. That looks smaller. I feel like I didn't change very much. Maybe better that way. And your mouth. Just want her better. And maybe a little bigger. Okay. Actually, I never looked. Bah. I think that's okay. Beauty mark. It's like I don't want to be doing this forever. But it's okay. I mean, I haven't done a Sims 3 video in quite a while, so we can just hang out a little bit. I really don't think she needs very much. Lighten that up a little, but still darker. Now look at that, isn't she pretty? Oh, how I wish they had separated hats and hair in The Sims 3. I mean, it loads pretty well on this computer, but it reminds me of some older computers I've tried to play this game on. And sometimes there was just a little too much going on in The Sims 3. People are always like, we want more, we want more. And it's like, no, it's not just a saying. Sometimes less is more. Especially since we had so much stuff that looked better, you know, specifically. I wonder if we can change that. Like, we have all the movie costumes. and everything. Those could have been separated, some of them into like jackets and leggings and everything. You could probably spread those out more often. But, yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Or did I? I don't know. Oh, well, actually, yes, I did mean to do that. Never mind. It's okay. Red's not here today. I'm pretty sure that was established, yes? Anyways, what I actually wanted was that one. I think that looks okay. Now let's make old Maggie a couple of outfits. I mean, that was faster than some people, right? I mean, it's fine when you're specifically making a Create a Sim video, but it's just so easy to get lost in here when you want to add gameplay to the same video. I mean, you don't have to, but it's fun to try. Uh, Maybe we'll just give you a dress, for now. We can always change it when I feel like it. I feel like you would automatically be labeled a whore if you wore that in that particular time period. PG-13? Maybe? I don't know. The question is, does Magnolia care? Well, not really, but I mean, how much can you blend in when you have sparklers coming out of your back? Let's wear this and make it worse. No, I'm kidding. But this is actually one of the movie costumes. It's one of those times where you're going to want. It makes you miss the Create a Sim in The Sims 4. I mean, people are always like, well, I like this game and that's the end of it. But I was on the forums and I did not like the nasty attitude that some players had. So, I pick and choose the different things that I like or don't like about certain games. But I'm not going to be insulting you or calling you names, swearing you using obscenities or anything. We can just think differently, and that's the end of it. This outfit's probably questionable too, but. Oh, wrong button. First, we want to change the shoes, then we want the color. We're going to use that one anyways. So just keep in mind, my Sims isn't going anywhere. I mean, I guess I have my limits. They would have to do something that would trigger my brain to be like, no, I think I've loved this game long enough. But, mostly no. Mm. We just want to do whatever we frickin' feel like. Isn't that right, Magnolia? Yes, of course it is.
So.
Of course, we don't always have to be negative, but you know how people get. There's still plenty of stuff I like about The Sims 3. I mean, that's why we still play it. I haven't recorded it in a while, but I have played it. It just depends what mood I'm in. Where did this come from? I mean, like it says, but. Yes, in case you didn't know, Sims 3 also has a filter. Does it tell me? Okay, it does. I feel like I've never seen that, but also I do have a habit. Oh, diesel stuff. Of using the things that I'm familiar with over and over again. So I forget some things. Would that have been too much? I mean, I don't know. It's for special occasions. Maybe not. I mean, I don't care. We're not trying to match the world perfectly or anything. But it's fun to think of. Yeah, speaking of, I haven't seen The Great Gatsby in a while. I don't remember the reviews on that movie, but I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. I liked that movie. Mm, the question is, do I actually want to rewatch it so that I can hate Daisy some more? I don't know. Maybe this should all be black, actually. Immediately switch. But generally, uh, I mostly would just have
Herbivore.
trouble with the first two. As we have less and less items, the loading always changes. I know what you're thinking. I'm rambling and I'm bouncing around in my points, but that's kind of the point. I mean, we're just sitting here looking at a lady in her underthings. That's cute. Let's keep it. I just wish more of these could have been separated. But I do appreciate that they at least came back and updated it. It wasn't a lot, but still, it was of value. So hopefully we can keep it going a while longer, because even if you only stick to sales, we know, okay? We know being a simmer is expensive. And if I have it, I want to use all of it. Uh, Actually, I guess that's okay. I don't really care what they work out in. That one's kind of cute. But isn't this cuter? Or maybe the purple one. Magenta? Whatever. I'm not that specific about colors, which is funny because I posted my um, you know, my technical art. I'm okay. I'm getting better. I know that. And I feel particularly happy about some of those things, but yeah. Um I mean, I think I'm going to make it so that they're already married. But I know I'm not in her formal wear. I just got distracted. Maybe I could still use that. I don't understand why they decided to put those formal pieces in outerwear like that. Or well, maybe that was because of seasons, because they'd always have the Sims automatically change, and then you have a wedding and it gets cold, and well, you spend all your time in Create Sim back in the day when a lot of computers couldn't handle so much of the items that we have, and then it gets changed into their plain cold wear. That was kind of a pain. That's why we get married indoors, away from everybody else. In fact, no one can come. There are no guests. There's no one to marry us. We don't even want the bride and groom there. uh, we're gonna be good people. At least I'd like to think. I mean, helpless romantic because I want to. Lucky. Natural born performer. Uh, Neat, I think. Uh, I very rarely do the lifetime wish. I just click it to click it. Cookies? No. Fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. Yeah, that sounds right. Question is, do we give them a kid? No, no, no. We'll let them get pregnant in game.
Nayaka.
Should he also be a fairy? We're gonna call him Melly. Magnolia and Melly. Does that sound weird? Maybe. Maybe it should sound weird. Uh, hmm. We're gonna call him Alabaster. Is that how you spell it? It looks better with the O, I think. Hmm. Or maybe he should be a genie. I don't even remember what powers genies have when you make them from Create a Sim. We still need genie sims for. I just want everything. Mm-hmm.
Suzel.
Oh, you look kind of good like that. Now let's get some muscle definition. Yes.
Oh. Duva J.
Now about your face. Um, Even though I'm gonna make it smaller. Uh, Shape with let's give it the smolder. I actually quite like that. I think his nose is fine. Lip fix. Uh, Shape. Bottom. Looks done with me already, but I care not. Huh. What's that other one? Should we have eyeshadow too? I don't know. Thin black line. No. I don't know that we have a hair that I particularly want. I mean, this one's nice. In this section, anyways. I forgot they gave us this. That's from World Adventures. I have mixed feelings about it. I don't care what you think. No. Ponytail? Maybe I should have. Maybe I should just stick to my usual hairs. I kind of like that, but I feel like I've never actually used this hair. I did not know those were belts. That is the strangest looking hair ever. I have never noticed that. You know, that's how you know I mostly played this on computers that were not good for it. Because I could have sworn that those were all braids. I demand a picture. And will I keep it forever? No, but I'll share with the Discord people because that is strange. Huh. I know, we're getting up there in time. I'm not sure how much time, but I mean we'll be here for a bit. You can always skip ahead if you don't want to see me ramble with my rambling. But I mean come on, humor me. This is fun, right? Move a little? Tiny bit. You know, we're gonna leave his hair. Actually, let me see. Because I kept thinking that I wanted to give him white hair. But maybe we just want it darker. Maybe we can have tips. You can't really tell. Yeah, you can see the tips a little bit better that way. Highlights? Yeah. Sure, why not? And I always pretty much use the same facial hair because I don't like a lot of these. And it's not necessarily that anything's wrong with them. It's just feels like they don't cut on the face right. Also, now that I saw that beard, maybe his face isn't shaped right. Alright, let's go back. That. Okay, and his chin. I think that's better.
Weeb.
He looks like some alien bad boy. I mean, he's a genie, but still. Oh, back of neck. Lower back. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit bigger and darker so we can actually see it. I wanted that one. This one. A little darker and huge. Right side. We'll just have the same. Well, about the same. Yeah. Well, the same as it's going to get. And your front. Is that a rat butterfly? No, stop it. I just want you to know that was rejected and you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't know who I'm talking to, but they know. Belly button. I feel like I've probably not looked too closely at some of these. Maybe this one instead. Okay. His ankle. His ankle, not that, but not his leg or anything. fine. Okay, let's give him some clothes.
Oh, Zadurpa.
He does look good like that, but no. And look, we have all these costumes, but it would be nice if some of these pieces had a little bit more separation. It didn't really work that way in The Sims 3, but still. No. I refuse. I reject that world completely. Hmm. It's like all these clothes and not enough to catch my attention. Why do I feel like the full outfits for guys in The Sims 3 just aren't working? I mean, he looks okay. We're gonna have to go separate. And this episode's gonna be longer, but that's okay. That's fine, it's just loading all the individual items. You can usually keep an eye on it by checking the little filter button. Once it lights up, you know it's done loading. I used to do that out of habit because, again, playing on a bad computer, usually you're more likely to crash if you mess with the Creatism stuff before it was done loading.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Hmm. I mean, he could just wear a nice suit, huh? Just like all black. Mostly black. And usually you could switch fine. Then we wait. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like those are my go-to pants. I don't even like them that much, but I always just click on them and hope for the best. They do lovely things. That doesn't exactly match. I know. We're gonna change it. Why not? We've been in here forever as it is. I don't know if anybody was particularly waiting for my other Sims 3 stuff, but I still have those save files. They're probably fine. The Midnight Hollow one, though, it did have some issues. I'll just give you a black wardrobe. Better? Kind of. That says red does not want to completely iron match. It's kind of like a navy blue and a midnight blue, I think, is what they would actually be called. Blue, navy blue, black, midnight onyx. You knew what I meant, okay? It's fine though.
Sool.
Yeah, maybe that should be his formal wear. Maybe that. Can you tell I don't care about his shoes?
Harbs a chig.
Sleepwear. It's like, yes, but it doesn't look so bad. Maybe.
Nayaka.
I mean, like this stuff isn't forever. I changed their clothes at random. I just wanted to get going here. I forgot what section I was in. I was not paying attention. Just because it doesn't make sense in some of the outfits that they put in athletic, okay? That's my story. I don't care what you say. I'm sticking to it.
Oh.
See? Mostly black, not completely. Lots of things look good with blue skin, I think. I wonder if we can get rid of that yellow. We can! Can we, like... loosely have it match? Oh. Well, it matches this part. I was trying to get it to match a little bit more up there. That's a little better. I don't know. We're gonna play pretend because red does not know. Kind of. I'm not particularly good at color matching. Sometimes I question if my eyes see exactly how they're supposed to. No. Stop it. Also, no. I think The Sims is assessing my patience on purpose. That's what I think. Look, you can just hear them laughing at me. Why did I click those again? I'm unsure. There we go. And I never use the flippers. You just don't need them. Yes, always wear a suit. That's also good. The shoes, though. That's not the shoes. The shoes aren't part of this. I get lost because I know some outfits, they have everything in it. Or is that a Sims 4 thing? I'm pretty sure I saw that in this, too. Well. There he is, Mr. Alabaster. We'll make him artistic, and I feel like he's brooding. But he should have some of the same traits. Elvish romantic or great kisser? Did I give her great kisser? I have no idea. We'll just make him need to.
Oh, nooch. Inshaba.
What are you itching for? Stop that. Honestly. I really do be sitting here talking to them like they can hear me. I don't care. Mac and cheese? Sure, why not? Okay, and a cat or dog? I guess I could give them both, but I don't want to. No. I'll just say NA, because who cares? Julian. It's a boy cat, because I said. bangle. I mean, that is cute. Usually don't have much reason to mess with the code. I like that. Friendly, genius, hunter. Now make sure you edit the relationships. I know, we were there forever. But so be it. There used to be a glitch where if you gave them kids, you would have to make sure everything was connected before you started, because there was a chance that it would reset your option when you were connecting multiple Sims. So, wife of, like if I dragged him onto her and then tried to add their kids, it would say that the kids were no longer hers. Maybe they fixed it. I don't know. But I always just, out of habit, just connect everything as one down the line as I can. Mm. Okay. I guess that's the only free space. Maybe we can put down something? Hmm. Oh, my starbase has been finished. For shame. Sorry, it always takes forever. That wasn't too bad. I feel like sometimes when it takes a while in a new save, it's because they're trying to set everything up. Oh, fountain errors, huh? And, I mean, when you start a new game after you uninstall all that stuff or whatever, sometimes you'll get a pop-up and they'll be like, well, there's new exciting things for your Sims can have that your Sims can go to. And that's like different buildings and whatnot that are added in packs afterwards. But then, when you start a new save, sometimes it's cleaning it up already. This is actually a pretty small lot. Who knows how long we'll be here. What was I trying to do? I think what I was trying to do was set up what I cannot right now. Ugh. That actually took longer than I wanted to. I wanted to play it a little bit, but if I can't do what I am thinking in my head, we'll just cut it. Because that would mean I have to build them a house. So if I'm in Create a Sim and then build mode, we're not going to have time for both. Let's go back to Edit Town. We just saved game. Let's see if it'll let me. Just want like a... Oh wait, how big is this? That's a 20 by 30. Oh, 20 by 20. Right. Well, I was hoping I could just drop a small house there, but it doesn't look like they have a 20 by 30. I could have sworn that was a really small pre-made house. Maybe I'm imagining things. Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay, well, I'm going to have to build them a house then. Because there's not a house small enough, and it's very particular with these things, so... At least we got to look around, huh? But yeah, so this is a little look at the area that they live in. Dah. Better look. Roaring Heights. Okay, well, I guess we'll also have to build their house since we created them on camera. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and cut it here since we're gonna have to do some more setting up before we can play. But you know what? It's fine. Whatever happens, happens. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you feel so moved, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!